Welcome to Community Views, Community Voices. I'm Suzanne St. John Crane, Executive Director of Create TV San Jose. And our guest today is Amy Frisch, the Executive Director and co-founder of Veggielution. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you.
Create TV, it's great to have you here. And I was mentioning before, Veggielution has got such a buzz, I think, in the community and is here at such an important time doing important work. So tell us, how did it start and what do you all do for our viewing audience? Yeah.
So Veggielution changes the way we think about food, and we do that in a lot of different ways. So we have our farm, and we have educational programming as well. So the farm is run mainly by volunteers. Okay. In 2011, we had over 1,800 volunteers who put in over 8,000 hours.
That's amazing.
And we grew over 23,000 pounds of food altogether. So it's this amazing community that comes together to do this work.
That's great. And then tell us how it started, because I just think this is a great story. It's wonderful, very grassrootsy.
Yeah, so Veggielution started by a few San Jose State students about, 5 years ago. I keep losing count.
Yeah, it goes quite fast.
Yeah. So we actually started gardening in backyards near campus.
Okay.
And then after that first year of growing food in backyards, our vision was just getting bigger and bigger, and we ended up getting space at Prusch Farm Park, which is where our farm is now. We have 2 acres.
Wonderful. Oh, that's great. So very, very much a grassroots effort by students that's really turned into, I think, an important community resource. So that's wonderful. Now, you all sell and distribute your produce at farmers markets. Where else?
Yeah, there's several different places to buy food. One of the big ways to get our food is to come and volunteer, because volunteers get to bring home food in exchange for their labor. Then we're also at the downtown farmers market on Fridays, and we have a farm stand every Saturday where we now accept EBT, which is food stamps, which we're really excited about.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. So important to provide healthy food for families that are in need like that. That's wonderful. Now, at the farm, folks are doing all sorts of work, or what exactly do they engage in, and what sort of training does Veggielution provide for volunteers?
So volunteers that come to the farm don't need to have any experience in gardening whatsoever.
Good to know.
We have a structure set up, so we have workday leaders who are volunteers who have gone through a training program. And then those volunteers lead groups of volunteers to do like composting, weeding, planting seeds, all the different things that it takes to run a farm.
That's wonderful. It's great education, even, for folks that don't have a green thumb like myself. That's wonderful. So a lot of training. What sort of volunteer commitment do you have to put in? Is there like a minimum number of hours you have to participate?
There's actually no minimum, no maximum. Some people come once a month, once ever. Some people come every week. We have a very wide range. And our Saturday work days are it's a really fun time because there's so many people out. We'll get 40 to 80 people working together on the farm, and then we end the day with a potluck lunch.
That's great.
Which is just a really nice way to spend time together and to spend time thinking about food and how our food is grown in our society is a lot different from the way we're doing it at the farm. And so that's something that's really important for us, is to have this conversation about how do we want food to happen in our society.
Right. So it sounds like the mission is really twofold, aside from having the food and distributing it, organic, healthy produce, also educating the public about how food is grown typically and how you all are promoting its growth and its
It's about education, and it's also about food access, because $1 will buy you more calories at McDonald's than it will buy you in the produce section of the grocery store. And that's an injustice in our society. So for people that are on a tight food budget, it's not necessarily about the choice to eat healthy, it's the choice to be hungry or to be full. And so people, we have a lot of health problems because of this environmental issue, and
what we have access to, right?
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
So that's what we're trying to change with the food that we're growing. So a large proportion of our food goes to low cost food sales or donations.
That's wonderful. So that's what I was going to ask in terms of distribution. We talked about certainly volunteers get to take home some of the food. You sell at farmers market, but are you also, what portion are you actually donating or distributing to needy families? Or
our low cost and donation based distribution accounts for about 65% of the food that we grow.
definitely the majority. That's wonderful. That's great. So how can people get involved? What do you all need in terms of sweat equity and donations?
Yeah, definitely a big way to contribute is to come out and work on the farm. It's a great time. We have, as well as a Saturday workday, we have opportunities all week.
Sure.
So all the information is on our website as far as the schedule.
Wonderful.
We also have a membership program, so people can buy a membership and then get a discount in the workshops that we run, and discounts at local businesses as well, while also supporting our organization with much needed funds.
Yeah, you guys are doing great work. It's
Thank
just
you.
so important, especially at this time, and I think the access to healthy food bit is critical. I want to thank you, Amy, for coming in the studio, educating us a bit on Veggielution, and I want to encourage you all to get involved. Check out their website, which we're going to put up here on the screen, and everything that Veggielution has to offer: training, volunteer opportunities, and good healthy food. Thanks for watching Community Views, Community Voices. I'm Suzanne St. John Crane.